From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A draw play for Mixon. Mixon hit, and the ball is out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. After all of the turnover woes that they had last week, another turnover on the first drive of the game.
And when you dive into the analytics of football, it's real simple. If you're down in turnover margin, you're not going to win very many football games. The best teams always rank in the upper part of the league in terms of turnover margin.
And last week's number for them was 5 turnovers. And as you saw, another one there. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete to his tight end, David Njoku, and it's 2nd down. Block again here on 2nd and 10. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. On 4th down, Freddie Kitchens is going to send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now, to be frank, a silly penalty there trying to block the field goal, and that leads to a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, Locke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. The stop there on 3rd, they could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. A run for Nick Chubb. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you're...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 101 yards. Mixon will try the right side.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
10 yards there on a Bengal first. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Now they run with Mixon. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And an alley to run. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 40-yard line. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
70, Indy.
2nd and 9 now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taken in at the 22. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
60 Pittsburgh. Come on.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll run with Mixon, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
18 Gators.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Browns to take over. They were victorious over the Chargers last week, and now they work with a lead again here as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham, and that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Chubb on the counter. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And it's taken in at the 9. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
On second down now, Mixon. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Ready.
53.
Mixon with a first down carry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, Mixon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
Look at me. Zipper.
On second down now, it's Ramsey. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got...
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Locke. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motion. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out, and the Bengals will get the football back.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the 29, Locke. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Locke now to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. To throw it is Locke. And he's got the hook up to Landry. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw again on second down. Locke. It's caught by OBJ. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. Drive. They look to throw. It's Locke. And his throw is incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They fake the handoff. Now Locke. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Landry that time, and it's third down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now Locke again. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, and it's the Ravens who have the lead as they play the second quarter. The Ravens trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And they lead the visiting Atlanta Falcons at halftime. A touchdown pass there for Jameis Winston. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And they've gone to the half in that one with the visiting Saints out on top. Alvin Kamara, a touchdown run in that first half. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They get this to Beckham on the perimeter. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on third down.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full tilt.
From the gun on third down, Locke. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Let's go.
That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Clock now on 1st down. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Again, it's Locke. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Chubb on 1st down, not going to go anywhere as he'll lose 3 on that one. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 13.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
I'm coming after you.
From midfield, here's Locke. He finds Beckham complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 33.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st down, Whittington. Well, the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Whittington. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Hey, tight end, you got a tight end. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 18.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a gain of 5 but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Block off of play action. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And his kick here is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Wide open receiver complete. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
10-2 stop.
Gain of 12. First down, Bengals.
Back to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That throw good for he's inside the 40. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19. On first down, Mixon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Again, it's Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
They'll run on first down. Whittington. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Lock to throw on 2nd down. It's caught. Beckham.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Lock to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. On first down, Whittington. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Chubb. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. His pass caught at the 4. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage there, able to bat it down?
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Again, it's Mixon. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow him to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
10-2 stop. Number 53. I got you. Ready?
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Hey.
On first down, it's Ramsey. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down, Mixon. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll keep it on the ground. Mixon. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home. Under 10, 10.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll give it to Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Now Mixon. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Game offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still 3rd down.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. Here's Mixon. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Bengals, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunt.